With this video, I want to get you actually started on measuring your website speed so that the very next step is to begin to improve it. And I'll show you 3 tools. There are 3 industry standard tools. In this video, I'm going to get you using all of them just to get you comfortable. Also, it's not just to get you comfortable, it's also that they'll give you slightly different information, and that's very important so that you have the full picture. So what I'd like you to do is take the most important page for your SEO. It could be your home page, it could be another page. It doesn't really matter. We're doing an example, but why not do a relevant example? So in my case, I'll enter my home page from my website, just like this, problemio.com. You don't need to create any account, and you say test your site. And it's going to spin for a while because obviously it has to download your site, measure the performance, and I'll just fast forward to the results. You see, it gave me a really good score, performance 95th percentile, and other metrics are also very good. Then you can drill down and see how the page renders. So at about 1 second, you see people start to actually see the page, which is very good. Fast load time, very nice. You can see performance and all these things. We'll get into details of these metrics, but the idea is it's really easy to use and you can use it on any web page. Now, for full disclosure, this page actually started at about like in the 20s or 30s before I paid any attention to the site speed. But as I focused on improving site speed with the methods that I'll be showing you moving forward, this page started loading faster, and obviously with that, I got better engagement metrics, and you know that better engagement helps your SEO indirectly by giving Google great data that it collects about your site. And naturally, when there's better usability, it's not just good for SEO, it's actually good because people browse more pages on your site, buy more, etc. So that's this page. And as GTmetrix, it's not owned by Google, which is great. The other 2 tools I'll show you are owned by Google. And by the way, I'll have all the links to the tools in the resources of this video, so you can just click it. Or all these tools, you basically just type in GTmetrix into Google or gtmetrix.com and you'll end up on this site. So the next tool I want to show you is Google Page Speed Insights. And you see, I literally just typed that into Google because the URL for this is a little long, but once you know to type this into Google, you'll never wonder, how do I get to this tool? So Page Speed Insights, go here. It's also very easy. Just enter your URL, press Analyze, and it's going to spin for a little bit, and I'll fast forward to when you get the results. This tool, you see, is not giving me as much love as the previous one. Why does that happen? Why do these tools give different answers? So we as consumers can't really tell. Does the site load in 1 second, 1.5 seconds? We can maybe feel like, oh, it's working well, but we can't tell such minute changes. But the truth is, the site never really loads identically. At different times of the day, even minutes apart, you may have more or less load on your server. There may be other calls that your page makes to third-party services that maybe they have different loads on their server. Maybe something's wrong with your hosting at different times. So you get a little bit of a range for results. Sometimes it can be the tools, sometimes it's your server. At a granular level, there is no transparency to us. So you just basically take your results as a range. Here the result is good, but it's not amazing. You want to be in the 90s, hopefully the mid 90s. So you want to research, why did this happen? And they give you some data here, which is very helpful. For example, remove unused JavaScript. Oh, I have unused JavaScript. That's really easy to remove. And they literally tell you what the JavaScript is. And let's say I removed all of this, well, it would cut a lot of the load speed time. And we'll get into exactly how to do all this later in the videos. But they give you the solutions right there. And if you're technical enough for some of these, you can do it yourself. And if you're not, then this is exactly what you would ask the developer for. A developer, it's very easy because that's what they do all day. The only thing you have to make sure is, let's say you want to totally get rid of whatever this is, MC validate JavaScript. Well, if you totally get rid of it, you should know how it impacts your site and what it's used for, because maybe it is useful and maybe it will break something if you take it out, because they're saying unused JavaScript, but it may be only parts of that JavaScript file that are unused and some other parts are used. So it takes a little research. You don't want to blindly just delete. Anyway, we'll get to removing JavaScript and CSS later in the course. So that's this tool, PageSpeed Insights. There's another tool, Google Lighthouse. Let me show you how that works. So I'm on my site, and what I'll do is, you see on the top right, there's 3 dots. This is Chrome. So you have to be on Chrome for this. So you click on the 3 dots, and under More Tools, there will be something called Developer Tools. I know it's kind of hard to navigate in here. You'd never intuitively try to do that, but that's where it is. Anyway, they may change this at different times. If they change it at any time, all you know is you need to get to Developer Tools of Google Chrome. So Tools, Developer Tools. Okay, under Developer Tools, there's going to be a lot of noise here. In my case, you see I came here and the default was this Lighthouse tool, which is exactly where we wanted to go. In your case, because it may be your first time entering this, your default may be Elements or Console or something else. Well, how do you navigate to the Lighthouse tool? Like right now, for example, where's the Lighthouse tool? All you do, if you don't see the Lighthouse tool in these options on top, if it's none of these tabs, you go to more arrows here, right? You see the arrows and you see this Lighthouse option. Click on the Lighthouse tool and the Lighthouse tool will come up, and you click on Generate Report. And you can choose some options for it. Definitely you want to choose mobile. That's really important. And we'll generate the report. Now, actually, I got a warning. They're saying that I have some Chrome extensions in my actual Chrome browser, which you're not going to have those extensions necessarily. So what we'll do is we'll actually open an incognito browser. Here's how to do that. From the menu, you go File, New Incognito Window. And the incognito window basically just means that your results aren't personalized. You're basically kind of resetting to the factory settings, so to speak. So it doesn't know it's you, because when you're logged in as you, Google gives you results personalized for you. So here we go. Same thing. You click on the 3 dots, then you go to More Tools, then you go to Developer Tools. You click on the Lighthouse and you go to your URL. Once you're on your URL, you see on the left side here, you click on Generate Report. And this gave us performance of 73. And then it tells you what was wrong. So the first paint of the graphics was fine. You see it loaded very quickly, but then time for the page to get interactive was 7.1 seconds, which is very bad. Again, it's complaining about this remove unused JavaScript and enable text compression, which is easy. I'll be showing you how to do that later. And then you'll see if I do these 2 things only, all the other things take a really short time, under a second, you see? And so by using these 3 tools, you'll know exactly what to do next. And a lot of these fixes, let's say if you have the expertise to fix it, it's pretty fast to fix, certainly within a day for a person who knows what they're doing with this, and your page will start loading much faster.